7-year-old girl asks Obama yesterday, why do you want to be president?
America is no longer what it could be, what it once was. And I say to myself, I don't want that future for my children.
All right. Let me take a different tack with this. Because during the commercial break, Mr. Snerdley said to me over the IFB, I don't believe you don't get this. And the staff never says that to me, ladies, and I'm usually the one saying that to them. I said, what do I don't get? He said, he wasn't lying to the little girl. That's exactly what he thinks. That's how he was raised, and that's what he's been taught throughout his life, that America's imperfect, it ain't any good, it once was great, we don't know when, but it's not as great as it once was. And so what we really got there, essentially, ladies and gentlemen, and the children will always manage to pull this off, we got 100% unfiltered honesty. I mean, he didn't even have to stop and think about that. That answer was instinctive. And so we have the Democrat Party presidential nominee, presumptive nominee, actually saying to an audience in Elkhart, Indiana, a 7-year-old little girl, what he thinks of his country, and it's not good. Now, don't misunderstand this. I am not some, idealist here who thinks that there's nothing wrong with this country and that you cannot criticize the country. Not by a long shot. There's plenty wrong with this country, led by people like Obama and liberals. There's plenty wrong with the country. But fundamentally, institutionally, this is the greatest place on earth, the greatest place it's ever been. And it's those fundamentals and those institutions that the left, predominantly, when I say that, I'm talking about our founding. The founding of this country, the principles, the concepts, the fundamentals, the traditions, and the institutions of our founding are what is under assault. And when Obama and liberals look at America and don't like it, that's what they see. They see the principles of the founding, and they don't like it. They don't like the Second Amendment, for example. They put things in the Constitution that aren't there. You've been through all of this over the course of 20 years. So I'm not a blind, rose-colored glasses kind of person. But somebody running for the presidency of the United States, it seems to me, would, in fact, Obama thinks he's JFK, right? He's out there, he thinks he's JFK. He's trying to adopt some of the physical mannerisms of JFK. And they're talking about Camelot, too, and so forth. This campaign in 1960, a presidential campaign in 1960, I was 9 years old. I was the first time I paid any attention to a presidential campaign. I mean, in a serious way. I had my dad helping me. And we were coming off of a pretty good boom. World War II, the 50s, things were booming. And JFK acknowledged it. And he said, but you know what? We can do even better. And it passed the torch to a new generation. We can do even better. But he did not criticize the country. He said, we can do even better. So Obama has a lot to learn, but they don't want to do better in the sense that you and I think the country can improve. I'm not accusing Michelle Obama of being on drugs. I'm simply used that as an illustration, suggests that they have really toned down her emotional reaction to things. I mean, she was out there fired up and mad, and I think that's one of the reasons. She was angry like Jeremiah Wright, and that's one of the reasons they did the makeover, so she came out, and this appearance of Good Morning America, she's just flatlined. I mean, it's just a straight line. There's no emotion whatsoever. And it's like they stripped it out. And I said, if you're on Prozac or something. But I'm not making the allegation. I frankly don't even know what those drugs do. Other than I've known one guy taking the stuff, and that's why I made the comment. Because he's like a zombie. At any rate, we're back, 800-28.